Hello, guys. Welcome to Addressing the Issues with Jay. So, once again, we are here with a very interesting talk show and amazing guests. If today is your first time that you are joining us here, um, my name is Jay and I'm the host of Addressing the Issues. We urge you to follow us in our social media so that you get updated anytime we load a new content. The name is Lapote on Today on Addressing the Issues with Jay, we're having a very interesting guest on the show. Um, this guest is a jack of all trade. She's a mother, she's an entertainer, she's a businesswoman as well. But what we're going to talk about today is diaspora transition. And for quite some time, a whole lot of people have been moving from the diaspora to settle in Africa, Ghana to be precise. It's it's not easy when you live in the diaspora and you build your life, and all of a sudden you decide just to move like that. Because so far as I'm concerned, we all know that Africa it's developing country, you know. It's not fully developed. So for someone to live here and all of a sudden wants to move to Africa, it's not easy. I mean, it's not easy. So, like I said, our guest, it's a lady that she's born in the Netherlands, and she decided to move to Ghana and stay for good. But she's not just moving; she's moving with a business.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Yeah. I was just telling my followers and people joining me on the live about you. I mean, and I was just telling them what a great person you are. I mean,
I
it's
hope
not.
you said good things only, though.
Of course, of course. Of course, if I did it, I'm sure people will definitely get to you because I'm sure there are people in the Netherlands as well that are watching us right now. So I
Yes,
was
I can
just
see
telling
some
them
of my
about.
people in the comments. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah, I can see all of them. So I was just telling them about you and your plan to move to Ghana, and you are not just moving to Ghana, you are moving with a business, and I was saying I don't know if there seems to be some secret gold mine in Ghana because like everybody's trying to move to leave the diaspora and go to Ghana. So since you've decided to join those people, maybe I don't know there is some gold mine in Ghana that you guys have discovered. Maybe you're gonna share with us all here.
I have
And
found
maybe we're
mine.
also
Let
gonna
me tell you about the rest. I found mine.
yeah, so maybe you're gonna share with us and then maybe we also like decide then we're also gonna join you and then we'll go to Ghana because trust me myself, I don't like it in the cold.
Yeah, it's too cold over here. Oh.
Yeah. So but Gechi, I've said just a little I know about you. I know you are a great mom. I know you are an entertainer, you are MC. Nkechi, you are a jack of all trades.
I try to be.
You are no, you are jack when it comes to trades, and now you also have this business that you've set up in Ghana. But I think my followers would like to know more about you. This is what I know about you. Maybe there is much more that we don't know. So let us get to know Daniel Asante, who Daniel Asante really is.
Okay, first of all, thank you so much for having me on addressing the issues. Good evening to all the viewers. And yeah, so my name is Daniela Asante. Everybody, most of the people know me as Nkechi Asante.
Oh, okay.
Nkechi Asante is a name that I came up with when I was entering the media, the entertainment world, and I just needed a second personality, and it has captured the main personality. So sometimes I'm a bit confused. Do I call myself Daniela or do I call myself Nkechi? But
Nkechi.
most of the people know me as Nkechi. I'm a mother. I'm 33 years old. Have a daughter, born and bred in the Netherlands, schooled in Ghana a bit.
Okay.
Was a radio presenter for a while.
Okay.
MC, hosting of events. What else do I do? I'm also into event promotions. I think that's it. I recently added a business to it.
Well, you said that's just that. You've just said a lot in a few seconds. I mean, I can't even imagine how you manage to do all these things at the same time. But I
Believe
mean,
me, I
kudos
even
to
don't
you.
know. I don't know.
Well, I'm sure my viewers are listening, and I'm sure they'll definitely learn something from you. Know, most of the times when people are mothers, they try to give excuses or think it's not easy, or they can like combine all these things. Because I know here when you are in the diaspora, it's not like you are in Africa when you have a child or someone is coming to help you to hold your baby for you and stuff like that. It's like most of the times you have to do all this thing by yourself. So for you to be able to manage being a mom and still be able to establish all these things, I say kudos to you, kudos,
Thank you very
kudos,
much. Thank you.
kudos, kudos.
Thank
So,
you.
okay, not just me, but I'm sure my followers as well are curious. Are curious because when before I decided to have you on this show, I did some flyers and I posted it. I gave out to some people, and some people came to me as like, is it about sex toys? They wanted to know about the business that I said you move. And in Ghana, people take certain things very serious, like I'm so
Yeah.
much I'm selling. Yeah. So the person like sex toy. So in case we would like to dive into all that. But just before we go into all that, I just want to know, tell me, where did you get your inspiration from? What is it that movie and you decide that you want to go and settle in Ghana? Because from what you've said so far to me, it looks like you've done much for yourself here in the Netherlands. So that one we want to ask or find out, why would you want to leave all this thing? I mean, you've done good for yourself here. So what is it that moved you for you to take that initiative that you want to move to Ghana and settle?
Okay. Honestly, I was just tired of this country.
Tired.
Yeah, I know it sounds weird, and it's when I was having this conversation with somebody today, and it feels so weird talking about all this with people that live back home because they wish they were here, and I am wishing I was there, But being here almost all my life, I'm just tired. I wanted to do something for myself. I wanted to be my own boss real bad. I was so tired working for somebody. Uh, Even I'm not saying that I might not work for anybody in the near future. I mean, I might do a side hustle or something. That's fine. But I wanted to be my own boss as well. So that's how I didn't just wake up one day and went like, hey, I'm going to Ghana. No, it took me years of planning, a lot of investments, a lot of writing down. I didn't just wake up one day and be like, hey, go to Ghana and do this. I did a whole lot of research before I eventually did. And I'm not fully in Ghana, but
You
I
are in
am
the
almost there.
transition. Yeah.
Yes, I'm still in the
Hmm.
process. And the only reason why I've not fully left is because I have a daughter. And she's in school right now. I can't just break it off and go.
So yeah. Okay. All right. So if you are listening, you are in the audience right now. Like Daniela said, Daniela Ashanti. She didn't just wake up one day and say she wants to go. It took some planning. She put a lot of thought into it before deciding to take that initiative. So yeah, then one more thing I want to find out from you. Now that you've taken that initiative, have you bothered about things like in terms of um health wise? I know for most people living in diaspora, anytime the thoughts of wanting to move and settle in Africa comes in mind, most of them say that, oh, nah, even if I go to Ghana, nah, me area, if I'm sick, I see to say there are no hospitals in Ghana. So, like, I want to ask you, is this something you've thought about, like, in terms of your health wise or hospitals and stuff like that in Ghana,
It
precisely? Yeah.
depends on the kind of sickness that I'm facing at that moment, the kind of illness. I don't know. I think it goes automatic that you want to go back to the diaspora to get healed. I don't know, but I will probably take the next KLM flight to the Netherlands to get treated for whatever I'm going through. See, if it's a malaria or something, you know, I'll go buy malaria pills, but it depends. because I believe I see it this way. Even people in Ghana that have the ways and means to travel out, they go out to give birth.
Okay.
Why don't they stay in Ghana and give birth in Ghana and let their kids have a Ghanaian passport? So I think it depends on what you have and what you can. If I was in Ghana and I didn't have the means to travel out, I think I would probably stay in Ghana because I don't have a choice.
Okay.
So that's really something. It hasn't really happened to me before, but it depends once again what the situation is. If I need to travel out, I will. If I need to stay in Ghana, I will.
Okay. So if I get you right from what you're saying, even if you decide to move to Ghana, once you have the means to be able to come back, if you find yourself seriously ill about something, you will definitely fly back to the Netherlands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so viewers, if you're listening, you're watching, from what she's saying, if you know you want to move to Ghana and you want to go and stay in Ghana, just make sure you have the means to be able to come back. If what you are afraid about is that when you should fall sick, where should you go to hospital? But if you know if you go, you cannot return, my brother, my sister, don't venture. Don't venture. Yeah, so I mean that's on the health side. And then speaking about what about accommodation? That is something I want to find out, because have you built yourself a house yet? Or let me know, have you built yourself a house in
No,
Ghana?
no, I haven't. I live in my mother's house. I did what I did do is I invested in a private place in the same house. So and I made sure I made it comfy for myself so I don't need to be in the same building with my mom. Sometimes you might go out late and come back late, and you know how our parents are.
I know, right? I know the hustle.
Yeah. So we are in the same house. It is her house. It's her land. So no, I didn't really invest in an apartment or build a house, but I do advise that before you move to do something like that, you should definitely have a place to live. Believe me, you don't want to start a business in Africa and rent apartments or do short stays or do Airbnb. You really need a place to lay your head, because even if business is not going well, at least baby that.
Exactly, 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 exactly.
So
That's
that
right.
is very, very important.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we are picking it one by one because I don't want anybody to miss any detail. Like I say, when I came to listen to the program, you know, crowd was saying not to the mommy fear. So based on what she's saying, it's not everybody. It's not everybody who is fortunate enough to have a parents or folks that own a house in Ghana. And see, for most people, won't say when they travel and they come, because their parents don't even have a place to where they are laying their head. If they should find themselves back, they have to be renting. And see, if you happen to find yourself in such a situation, but just try and own your house, because Charlie, paying rent in Africa, it's not easy. Even if it's a land and you build one room on it, it is yours. Because even if you decide to own a business, anything can happen when it comes to business. So imagine business is going sideways, God forbid, and you
Always
have to
have
come
your
back.
mom's or your dad's house.
Yeah, and you have to come back to paying rent. So yeah, that is not a good thing. Yeah. So Kechi, so we're done with this one. So one more thing I want to find out too. So in terms of when it comes to the education, like you said. So now that you have a daughter, and I think she's still in school, what is your plans in regards to that? Do you think you're gonna let her attend school in Ghana? Because I know there are a lot of folks in Africa, and their prayers is that they should be able to bring their kids to Europe, to the diaspora, so they can come and settle. So if your child has got this opportunity, are you going to take her out of the diaspora so she go school in Ghana? What is the plan here?
Okay, that's a very good question because I have thought about it so many times. You see,
Okay.
I was 8 years old when I was taken to Ghana to go study in Ghana. So I completed my JSS in Ghana in Dansoma, 7th grade Princess Academy to be precise. So if any of my old classmates are here, shout out to all of you. But
Shout out to you guys all.
yes, I completed my JSS in Ghana. But that time, I believe that I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a choice to say whether I would go or I won't go. And my mom just took me, let's go and live in Ghana. And I just went along.
Okay.
But this time, things are different. Our kids
Okay.
are more advanced. They have their own opinion and
Okay.
all that. And in my case, her father is really much involved in her life. I
Okay.
can't stand up one day and be like, hey, I'm taking your daughter to go live with me in Africa. It's something you talk about, you discuss. We've spoken about it so many times. We have decided that at this point she is at the secondary level, so she should finish that part. And if she's done and she wants to go to Ghana, because no joke, we do have very good universities in Ghana. If she does want to do it, she's free to go with me. But I would leave her
To finish,
to have
to
her
say
own
that.
opinion. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So if I
But for
get you
now,
right,
I've not
like,
really decided on it.
okay. So if I get you right, like what you're saying is that decision rests solely with her on when she's of age and she wants to stay, right? It's not like you telling her run and Ghana because mom have decided, right?
Yes. And if she
Okay.
doesn't, I will never force my child
You
to
will
go.
never force her.
Doesn't want
You
to
will
do
never
it.
force her. Well,
Yeah.
well, like you said, times have changed. It's not like before. I mean, it's like I don't think it's like you will not have any say. I quite remember my years in Nigeria. I got to a point and my parents were like we have to go back to Ghana. They didn't ask me like and see, they didn't even bother whether I have made some friends and like I'm going to leave them behind and all that. So for me personally, the way I was able to reconnect with my friends was when Facebook started fresh. I start remembering the names of my friends I went to school with, and by then most of them haven't joined Facebook. Then I'll put the name. I will not find. Sometimes you find the person, you look at the face because that's like 10,
Yeah,
15 years. Like is this is you see you
I
see
thought this is the one I
but
grew up with.
yeah. And I'm like then sometimes when I find one person, then I'll go and check the mutual friends, see whether I'll see the other friends. But
Yes.
um, I am happy that I mean, times have changed, and our
Yes.
parents are changing and adopting, so it's not the same situation there. So I'm happy. So, Nkechi, one more thing. People wants to know about your business, this your whole business thing. But I just want us to finish on this part of where you decide to go to. And then we'll move to the business. People can't wait to hear about it. Nkechi, so there's one more thing I want to ask. I don't know, have I asked you of transportation? So do you have a car in Ghana? Have you bought your own
I
car?
don't have a car.
Obviously, that's going to be a lot of money.
Yes. I don't have a car. I take Uber.
Uber.
I take
Oh.
Uber. I'm
And
not gonna
how?
lie and say I drive this, I drive that. I take Uber. That is me. I just book my Uber in the morning. I hop in and I go to my work. I go to work, and at the end of the day, I come back home.
Okay.
I
You know.
I'm planning on buying a car maybe in my second year of business. Not
Oh,
if
okay. Okay.
this is my first.
Here in the diaspora, I can't speak for all part of the diaspora, but you know how it is with the transportation system. Sometimes, if you don't have a car, all you need to buy is a ticket. That needs to
Yes,
transport you to wherever you are going for the whole month. But
yes.
unlike Ghana, imagine if you have to take an Uber, let's say every day for like 100 Ghana, let's not exaggerate, let's say 50 Ghana cities.
Well, my transportation to work every day is 120 Ghana cities. If
You
I'm
don't
lucky,
say.
it can come less. Yes.
I think you should get yourself a car if you
I
ask me.
do. I
That's
do.
my candid opinion. Yeah,
I
so
know.
guys,
I just know because my house is kind of far, so
oh,
I
okay.
know when to book my Uber and
Okay.
when it's busy, when there's traffic. Like you should know all that. So I know when to go home and when to wait. So
Okay.
that's it.
Okay. So one more thing before we dive into that business of yours that people can't wait to hear about. So I know you've mentioned something about it already, but in general, what's your main reason? You said you were tired, but it's just the reason you were just fed up of like the diaspora. Like, what's your main reason for wanting to
Oh,
want
when
to?
I came back to the Netherlands, I used to go back home for holidays,
Oh,
and
okay.
I was just looking around. I was looking at my friends I went to school with. And I'm like, okay, you know, this one was doing this, and you would call somebody, and the person would be like, oh, I'm at work. And I'm like, you know, I see this country as a chilling place, but they live here. That is where they live, and that's where they work. So along the line, I started thinking, I have to do something. I have to do something. I just didn't know what I wanted to do. So what I did was, because I was also in the entertainment, I had made a lot of friends in the entertainment industry.
Oh, okay.
So I came up with a talk show called Get Comfy.
Okay. All right.
And the main idea behind Get Comfy was to empower myself, to motivate myself, and to promote the people that I was interviewing.
Oh, okay.
So I quite remember I had a very nice conversation with Bello Couture. I met with Caveman. I don't know if you know Caveman. Caveman is a Ghana-made watch brand. He started with 50 Ghana cedis. I don't know if that is not inspiring enough. So I had to sit down with him.
That is, yeah.
Yeah, and Grand Casamora Hotel. He turned his whole house into a hotel.
Okay.
Amazing place. I sat down with Kojo Sheldon.
Oh, okay.
I sat down with
Sheldon, yeah.
Kiki Bees.
Oh, okay.
Sat down with Bola Ray. Kiki Bees
okay.
actually used to live in the Netherlands, and he also relocated to Ghana. So he was the best person to talk to at that point, because I wanted to know, like, how did you do it? Did you just wake up? Did you just go? How much did you save? Did you save anything? You know, like, the transition was very important to me. So I had to speak to people that were already in the business. And believe me or not, speaking to those people really, really helped me to get my business to where it is now. We spoke about branding, we spoke about promotion, we spoke about sales, spoke about so many things. And I have a very great team behind me as well, so they will not let me slack.
All right, that's some famous people in Ghana you just mentioned there. I mean, not everybody will have the opportunity to have that sitting with set people. But I mean, that is why we do this program. In case you don't get to meet set people on this program,
that is exactly what you are doing.
Yeah. So on this program, you will also get to bring, like I said, people like you, so you can share the experience. If people don't have the contact with set people that you have the opportunity to meet. Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna dive into that business of yours. But right before we do that, I just want to take some few minutes again to give a shout out to our sponsors, Fish Consults Limited. Like I said, Fish Consult Limited is located in Ghana. They specialize in advertising, all form of advertising, from billboard for anything. If you want to go to a campaign, whatever it is you want to do, when it comes to advertising, Face Consult is a company to contact. You can just type their name and you can find them on the internet. Face Consult Limited. And then in the second one, go to Gemfield. I think they sell baby clothing and stuff like that. They are located in Community 18 around the KFC. So if you are living the diaspora and you left your baby clothes behind, you know where to grab one. Yeah, so yeah, that's just about it. So yeah, so Virginia, we're coming to the main thing, your business. First of all, it's not everybody I think had the opportunity to see the flyer we did. So tell me about this business. First of all, what is the business about? Then why we can go on. What is it that you do? What is this business that you decide to take, that you've taken back home, that is raising alarm? What business is it? Let us hear it. Maybe we'll also.
So I am the owner of Essence by Chi and Sex Shop Kumasi. We have two in Ghana, Accra and Kumasi.
Did you say sex shop?
Yes.
Oh my God, Ghana should get ready. Oh,
yes,
okay.
Sex shop.
And okay. And you said you have branches and 2 branches.
We have 2 branches in Accra, in Ghana, sorry, Accra and Kumasi. We also have distributors in Cape Coast, Takoradi, and in Tamale.
Now,
so
you know,
they work under Essence by Chi, but they are distributors.
Okay, well, you just said sex shops, and since you mentioned the word sex shop, the only thing that keep running in my mind is sex. I don't know. Don't blame me. I'm human. I'm human, but let's keep it professional. Sex job. So we'll come to it. So I want to find out. So where did the whole idea of this? I mean, you could have opened any other business. Why a sex shop? So tell me, why a sex
Honestly,
shop?
Jay, if I had opened any other business, it wouldn't have suited me. It wouldn't have suited me. Like, it wouldn't have been my thing. Believe me, this is my field. I'm very good at
I
it.
hear you.
I'm very good at it. I'm not somebody that will open, will start a supermarket or a drugstore or, you know, no offense, but it wouldn't have been my thing.
If you say it wouldn't have been your thing, so your thing is sex or sexual. I want to know because I mean you said it's
Okay,
not your
well,
thing.
of course, I had a talk show called the Inkechi Late Night Show where we discuss matters about sex, love, marriage, and relationships. We used to air on High Radio every Friday night, so that is where
Okay.
I got what I can say publicity from because I had a lot of people watching me. So on the show, we had a
Mhm.
topic about sex toys, and that is where the interest came in. And I'm like, on the show live on Facebook,
Okay.
we were talking about sex toys, and I'm like, hey, it would be really cool to open a sex shop in Ghana. And everybody was like, oh, you're mad. Why would you do that? Who will come and buy? You know, I had those things, those comments a lot. So it kind of demotivated me. And then I started working in silence. Started working in silence for like a year. I was promoting the logos and everything, and people didn't know that it was mine.
You
They
you
didn't
know
even
what?
know what it was about.
You know what? I'm gonna have you on a different day. We're gonna talk about this whole sex shop of a thing because people who knows me knows where I stand when it comes to this thing. But let's not divert from
Why? What do
the
you think
whole.
about it?
No, I think it's a nice business. If you ask me, I think it's a
But
nice business. Anything. I mean, don't if you ask me, don't mind the hustle. Whatever brings the money, it's better than being a robber there. I mean, whatever provides. I mean, like look at all these tobacco companies. They produce all this stuff, and then at the end of the day, they're gonna write by the level. The Federal Ministry of Health warns you that tobacco smoking is dangerous to the health. The government is making a lot of revenue from it, but
yeah,
yet they are not stopping it. They are gonna provide it, but they're gonna write on the label it's dangerous to the health. So when you buy it and use it and it's not good for you, that's at your own detriment.
yeah,
You know,
agreed.
so that's what I'm saying. But like I said, the whole 16 will be a topic for another day. But like I said, it's all about the hustle. If it brings the money for me, it's fine. We just have to grow. So that is it. So yeah. So one thing else I want to ask you. So what is it that keeps driving you? Because I can see you have this entrepreneur spirit to manage. And so far as I'm concerned, you are just in your 30s, like you said. So what is it? What's the force that keeps driving you to be able to do all these things? I mean, be an MC, host radio show right now, having your own business and all that. Where did it come from?
I've never been a failure, a failure. Like I've never been somebody that fails and stays down. I've always been, I've always been someone that wants to do more and do something for myself.
Okay.
Um, yes, in this line of business, you can't really slack. You have to strive harder. You have to keep on going, and that is just me. And I love the money. I've always worked hard for it. So I love it. It's basically just the money and the experiences and the people you speak to. Because if I tell you the messages I get daily from people, sometimes it's just nice to see that you get to help a couple.
hmm hmm So you're saying the money is the thing that keeps driving you to be an entrepreneur, to be good at what
One of the things, yeah, the
the
money.
money. hmm
And
Anyway.
you get to talk to different people. You get to know different situations, people's problem. You get to solve them.
Oh, okay. So is that to say you're more like a healer?
Yeah, a lot. Some people call me a sex therapist. I've not really schooled for it, but I think I'm pretty good in it. And one service we also provide at the store is if you're in a relationship or you're married or whatsoever and you have sexual problems, for example, you've never had an orgasm before, or you don't know how to be flexible in bed, or you just can't do freaky stuff, you can actually book a slot with us and we will guide you through it. So we have 4 couples under us right now going through sexual education. That's how I call it, sexual education. Yes.
Okay.
So they book us and we talk to them once a week. Now that I'm here, I do it through Zoom. If I'm in Ghana, we invite them to the store every Sunday because then we are closed. We get to talk about the different toys, do different, teach them about different positions that could make you come easily, make you find your G spot, all those stuff. So that is also a fun thing.
You know, if someone should hear the sex shop, the first thing that comes into the person's mind is that all you guys do is just sell sex stuff, as in like vibrators and all those things. But having this sit with you live on Instagram, I mean, you've explained that it's not just that, sometimes you help people. I mean, sometimes what people just need is someone to talk to them, that kind of a
Yes.
thing. So I think it has thrown more light on that. And
And
I'm very happy.
we definitely don't only sell sex toys. We sell
Okay.
lingerie as well. We sell feminine care. We sell herbs for steaming herbs for women after birth, or if you have a heavy menstrual flow, if you have cramps, whites, those kind of stuff. So we don't only sell sex toys.
All right, okay. I want to give you some thumbs up there because with this business that you have, it's not an area that a lot of people have delved into when it comes to Africa, Ghana, and Africa as a whole. So
Yeah.
I think you will not be having a lot of competitors when it comes to this side of the business. So I mean, it is something that we all can learn here. If you are in among my followers or my viewers right now, and you are thinking of starting a business in Ghana, you need to think outside the box. You need to think outside the box. You don't necessarily need to do something that everybody's doing because I if I decided to do a business in Ghana in 100 years, which I don't think I'll live that much. I don't think that each something like that is gonna click in mind. Even though I might do something else, but the whole sex thing, because I'll be asking like, hey, is Ghana people ready for this? That kind of a thing. So
I've
I
always
think that's
been that thing that people will talk about or things that people will not do. Like I've always been different. Somebody will just wake up and do this, do that. I will always do the opposite. If you tell me, Nkechi, don't go there, that is where I'll go.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Other businesses would not have been my thing. It would have been too boring for me.
Oh, okay. And how did you come up with the name Essence by Chi? How did you come up with the name? Because so far as I'm concerned, you're not a Nigerian. So,
Yeah.
where
But
from the Chi?
Essence by Chi is not Nigerian.
Well, the Chi at the end sounds, or should we say it's Chinese, right? Chi,
It's Chinese, actually.
Chinese, right? Okay, so tell us, how did you come up with your business
That's a
name?
very good question. So far, you are the second person that has asked me this. So at
Really?
first, yes. The first one was on Snapchat, you're the second. Essence by Chi was actually supposed to be a candle brand.
Okay, tell me.
Candles, body scrubs, soap, and all that. And so I came up with a name before actually doing the research.
Oh, okay.
So Kobe Black from Black Sheep Media, that is my branding manager.
Oh, okay.
He designed the logo and everything for Essence by Chi. We designed the different scents of the candles, of the body scrubs. We printed stuff, searched for containers and everything. And then I did my research and I noticed that, scrubs, candles, will it really move in Ghana? Like to sell only that? And I sent out some surveys and all that, and I noticed that it wasn't going to work.
Oh, okay.
So instead of changing the name, we decided to keep Essence by Chi so that we don't need to pay for new promotion materials and then do the candles and the scrub later if Essence by Chi, the sex shop grows. That is why most of the time if I post anything, I always say Essence by Chi, the sex shop, because I believe that there will be other brands under it.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. So, well, now that you've said this here, you're on this show. Next time you want to do any branding or anything, you yourself, you should go to Face Consults because they are the ones who are making this possible for us. So,
I don't like cheating on my people, but I will definitely invite them on
once you're
social
on this show,
media.
please try and slide by and see what they do. They're gonna do you good. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So, like once again, I'm still giving a shout out to those who have made it possible for us to be having this show. Like I said, Face Consult Limited is our number one supporter when it comes to all sort of branding. So if you find yourself in Ghana, if you own a car, whatever it is that you want to brand, advertise, anything that's got to do with branding, advertising, Face Consult is the company to contact. And then, like I said, Dream. They provide a big goals. And I think they are also
Your sound.
get to Ghana.
Your sound is bad. Yeah, you sound a bit far.
Babies, and you need more clothes for your babies, I think you should contact them. So that is what I think you should do. Yeah. So still on you, Nkechi. We are not done. So what I want to find out right now is when it comes to this company of yours, how were you able to fund yourself into this venture? Because I know coming
Wow.
up with such a money to have two 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 shops, not even in Accra. Now it's like you are running in the two biggest cities in Ghana, in the capital and in Kumasi. How did you come up with the funds?
Okay, to be honest, Jay, it was my 9 to 5 job.
You don't say.
Yeah.
We all do the same 9 to 5 here, so please.
I'm telling you, I wasn't doing any side thing on the side. No man helped me. Did it all by myself.
Okay.
And I really have to say this. I have a very great circle of friends and family.
Okay.
Sometimes I would see, especially like for example, my customer cards.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a very great deal on AliExpress. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it was like 2,000 pieces for 43 euros or something,
okay.
including customization. And I'm like, damn, I really want this. So
okay.
I called a friend. I'm like, girl, I need 43 euros. So. And then she was like, for what? And I was like, I've seen these thank you cards. They do customization. They're 2,000 pieces for 43 euros. I want to buy it. Then she would send me money and then I will buy. Then I will see something and so most of my friends contributed to Essence by Chi without even knowing.
Oh, okay. It's good to have good friends around you.
Yeah, most of them contributed and they didn't even know why they were contributing. Like, for example, my hangers at the store, I have these cute hangers with my name on it. It was my mom that paid for it. She didn't even know till I told her.
Oh, okay. I see.
So most of the help came from friends without them even knowing. The rest of it, the store, the goods in it, they were all for my 9 to 5. It was only when I got the store, my money was not complete for the store, and it was COVID season, and I didn't want to lose the store. So I had to go borrow money, pay it, and I paid the person back in 3 weeks.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is what I'm going to say. So if you are here in the diaspora and you already start thinking of how to go to Ghana, you don't know where the money is going to come from. She says it's the same 8 hours we are doing. No?
Yes,
same eight, the
honestly.
same eight,
Oh, yeah.
the same 8 hours. Me, the 8 hours money when they come after I do my expenses, the money is almost gone. So maybe I'll start also calling friends because she said friends also help her and her mom. Maybe friends are the one who push because as for Ghana, dear, we all want to come and settle settle in Ghana. So speaking of which, one more thing I want to ask you, Nkechi. So when it comes to how they call it customer base, how were you able to get your customers? Because when it comes to this particular business of yours, I'm like, I mean, sex shop is not something you come and stand on Instagram, and there's some social media places that I know when you try to market this thing, they're either going to close if you open a site or something like that, you know. So how were you able to raise your customer base? Like, how were you able to get people to start coming to
Good
this shop?
question.
Yeah.
When we opened the store in January 2021,
Mm-hmm.
I got my first sale
Mm-hmm.
on the 29th of January. It was
Okay.
almost a month.
Okay.
It was so difficult to advertise it. Why? Because Facebook, Instagram, they don't approve my post when you
Oh, okay.
advertise. So it has to be through Snapchat influencers,
Mm-hmm.
Instagram. We did an ad with Kojo Sheldon, so we came on
Okay.
Breakdown.
Okay.
We did an ad with Kese. He's an Instagram and a TikTok influencer. We did an ad with Ahwonfe Patri.
Okay.
We did an ad through the female plug. I invested in a lot of advertisements, and they were not people, but they were effective. I can't remember when I did the first ad with Kojo Sheldon. I didn't sleep for 3 days.
Oh, okay.
I didn't sleep for. You might think it's on YouTube, so who would contact you? But it was so effective. The ads were so effective, and there was somebody watching our live video. It's called Sales Yard. I don't know
Okay.
if you saw him, but Sales
Okay.
Yard made me the richest woman last year.
Wow. I
I
better
don't know if
contact
there were
Sales
other
Yard.
people that got richer than me, but in my circle, in my field, I
Okay.
felt like he made me feel good. Sales Yard is an
Okay.
online website where you can post your stuff, and then the customers get your product. They get the product before I get paid. So there's no
Okay.
way you can scam anybody, because
Okay.
a lot of Ghanaians have been scammed through online shopping.
Online. Oh, okay.
So as soon as you come up with no payment before delivery, they pull back because they feel like you're going to scam them. Luckily
Okay.
for us, we have a walk-in store. So if you start doubting me, the only thing I'll tell you that, one, you can buy it through Sales Yard, or
Okay.
if you still don't trust online shopping,
Okay.
go into the store. We are located at this and this. Then I will just send them Google Map.
Okay.
And then there was somebody that told me, Madam, your Google Map does not say anything. Or it might be like that the shop is not there. But from where we are from, Jay,
Okay.
you can't, before you buy something, before you get something in your house, you have to pay for it.
Of course. Cash and carry.
And I can't go to H&M or go to Zara and see something of 19.95 and ask them to remove the 95 cents from it.
No, it does not work like that. Yeah, it doesn't work like that.
So that is why if you come to Essence by Chi, if a price is 210, you don't dare ask to take the 10 CD off, because we have a reason why we added the 10 CD to it. Maybe the 10 CD is going to Ghana Tax Authority. How do you know?
You're right. But
You know, so
I wanna ask you a question. So, like I said, the purpose of all this life is for people to learn, in case they also have dreams or want to move to Ghana someday and do business. But from what you said, you did a lot of adverts. You advertise your business, but then and all the people you call, they are not small people. They are not little people. Like talking about Kojo Sheldon, he's got a lot of followers right now. So if you are able to advertise your business through people like Kojo Sheldon and other people you mentioned, what about someone who does not have the means and end to do all this? How do they go about it?
Well, you always need to invest in something that you love. That is how I see it. I know people that would definitely never pay somebody to do an ad for them. But it depends on the kind of business. See, if you have a restaurant, it goes automatic because Ghanaians eat every day.
Yeah.
When it comes to sex toys, people don't use sex toys every day or need new toys every day or buy lubricants every day. It is
Okay.
mouth to mouth. It's
Mm-hmm.
adverts.
Okay.
And we did a lot of sales events. That was
Okay.
money too. They were not cheap. To book a stand at a sales event, three,
Yeah.
4 days, it was not cheap. But
You're right.
anytime we booked, we paid, we got our money back.
I think I
And then
once saw.
even, sorry?
Go on.
And even if, people come to your stand and they don't want to buy because they're shy, before they go home, they will text you because they take your card.
Okay. Oh, okay.
So
Oh, okay.
I invested a lot in advertisement, a lot, or else we wouldn't have been a year old.
You're right about it. I think for once I saw a video of you somewhere in one of these fairs. I think it was street fair, and you are doing some advertising. I'm like, wow. I mean, you're really taking this thing this far, and
We even went
yeah.
to Osu. We stood on the streets of Osu to sell dildos. Like, seriously, that was crazy.
Amazing.
But we did it
That
because
is
we have to do it.
well, that is what I call determination. You see, so like that's what I call determination. If you want something, you want it that bad, you have to go for it, irrespective of whatever it's going to take. So, I mean, I like your spirit and I like the way you go about your business and all that. And so one more thing I'm going to ask you, and then we bring the whole session to an end. So, how do you generate new ideas when it comes to this business? Because, like you said, like I said from the beginning, when you said sex toys, all I was thinking in my head is that you are just selling dildo and all that. So, I didn't know you guys have a counseling session and all this. So, how do you build up this thing? Because what it means that for anybody who decides to be in a business, you just don't have to think in one direction. Whilst you're doing your business, you have to think of ways to grow new ideas. How do you get your new ideas?
A lot of reading, a lot of browsing online. I do a lot of research. I love to read. I Google a lot. We actually came up with something new today, and that is private parties. We've done it before, but it wasn't really a fixed thing. I just wake up and I get an idea and I write it down. Sometimes I can dream about something and then I just take my phone and I write it in my notepad. And then the next morning the next day I'll start doing the research. I'll start asking my team, can we do this? Do we do that? Because we have a group chat and I just pour my ideas there. Every day I'm talking, every day I'm pouring stuff there. And then it will be like, yeah, Nkechi, this will go, this won't go, let's do it like this. I don't do this alone. Like I have a whole brain behind me. Thank you, MC. I have a whole brain behind me. So we discuss a lot of things together and it just works. Like you just need to brand yourself well. That's it. That's it.
Okay. Wow. So finally, before we leave, one more thing. So what is it that you've got to say to someone who also have got this mindset or who's also thinking of living a diaspora and settling in anywhere in Africa or in Ghana precisely, and also wants to own a business? Just one thing. What is that one thing you're going to say to them?
Do a lot of research. Don't just wake up one day and take a flight to Africa. It doesn't work like that. If you don't have a place to live, find a place to live. It's better. Always start with family if it's possible. See, if you don't have anywhere to stay and you need to rent, fine. But I believe that those are all extra expenses that you can cut down. Write a lot, read a lot. I didn't save thousands of years to start. I didn't do that. I just got my salary at the end of the month and started searching online what I could sell. I made a list of everything that I would need in the store. And if I find something, I just take it off. And before I knew, every box was ticked. Every box was ticked. I didn't have any money saved somewhere to do it. I mean, those that know me know that sometimes I could even go broke, even noodles I did not have. But we never gave up. I never gave up. I never gave up. I just kept on doing what I wanted to do because I felt like this is me. This is what I want to do, and I'm going to do it. Doesn't matter how long it takes me. I'm not in competition with anybody. If it takes me 3 years, I'll do it. I gave myself 5 years on my 30th birthday. MC Fly was there. She was the DJ at my surprise birthday that I announced to the whole world that I'm going to move to Ghana in the next 5 years, and I did it. I opened the business in 2 years, because in three actually,
In 3 years.
in three
And you
years
have
instead of 5,
and you have 2 shops in Ghana already.
and we added another one to it,
Wow,
and the mini
that's
ones in the other regions. God has been great. I'm always grateful. So yeah, that's it. Don't give up. If you want something, just do it. Write everything down that you want to do, even if it is frying yam. Frying
Don't
yam is a
give
very
up.
big business.
Don't give up. Well, all
You don't
right.
know.
All right. So I think we're coming to an end of this session. You guys have heard it all from Daniela Ashanti, the CEO of Essence by Chi. Like she said, if you want to do something, don't give up. So if you're thinking of moving to live in the diaspora, to settle in Ghana, and you want to own a business, you've heard it all. So like I said, thanks for being on the show. And
Thank you for having me.
yeah, like I said, we'll find some other day to have you, and we're gonna talk. We're gonna go deep more into this whole sex thing. But it's good having you on the show. So
Thank you very much for having me, Jay. You're doing a
thank you.
good job. Keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you, and thanks to everybody that tuned in. I saw everybody. All my people.
Yeah. I see them too. I see them too, and I'm happy. And all my friends and all our followers, thanks for joining and thanks for being a part of this. I'm sure you guys have picked one or two things. In case you are thinking of moving to Ghana and you still haven't figured it out, well, in case you have said it all, well,
Thank you.
so it's nice having you guys to come watch, and it's nice having you on the show once again. So we just want to say we bring this session to an end. It was quite a fruitful one, and we're happy to have you. Okay, so Daniela Ashanti, have a nice day then. Okay,
Bye.
bye.